Good morning. Welcome to Escoffier Online. My name is Chef Caesar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a vegetable terrine with some goat cheese. What I did today, I blanched my vegetables, but you can also, grill them or roast them in the oven, whatever you prefer. Today I went kind of the easy way because I don't have an oven with me right now, but this is going to be nice. I mean, these terrines, normally you can also make them, like with ground meats, like a pate, could be a terrine. And the terrine comes from this, the name from this form. This terrine mold, which it's you can get it pretty much, online, sur la table, you can buy them, and this is really nice because you can make a really nice terrine. You can do with some like ground meats, like pate could be one, or you can do even a seafood terrine with some scallops. Make a some kind of white fish mousse, and you like cook it, blanch it in a bain marie. But this is something easy. I already pre-cooked the vegetables already, so I don't have to cook this anymore. So the cooking is already done ahead of time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to line my terrine mold with some plastic wrap, plastic film. And this is going to, help to get it out of the mold once it's done and ready to go. We're going to kind of push the plastic down there or like this, kind of nice. Now I'm going to start by, I got some zucchinis here. I want a blanch. I got some water with some salt. Make sure you put salt in the water. If you want to use like a vegetable stock or chicken stock, you can too. It's nice, but I'm just using plain water with some salt. I'm going to drop them in there. And be careful, these zucchinis cook really quick. So as soon as they start to be like translucent, you want to get them out of there. And it's going to be, they get real bright green, and it's a sign that, they're done. In the meantime, I'm going to start layering my terrine mold. I'm going to I got some leeks here too, and I'm going to kind of put them like this. If they're long enough, just put one. This is going to help to kind of, enclose the terrine. And I'm going to show you. I got one already made. You're going to see what it looks like when it's done. And you want to kind of overlap them. I did the other one with zucchinis, but I'm going to use the leeks for this one. You can do zucchinis in here instead of leeks, whatever, long they are. The longest, it's the better. That way you can go from side to side. If not, put one on one side and then one on the other side. And you want to kind of push them down in there really nice. Okay, I want to keep an eye on my zucchinis. I don't want to overcook them, otherwise they get too mushy. Okay, you want to go all the way across. And this is really nice. You can use this instead of a salad. A nice appetizer. It works great in buffets when you have it nice in this display. It's really cool. Like this one, I'm gonna go like this. And feel free to ask questions along the way. Okay. And you want to make sure the vegetables are kind of dry. You don't want to get them too wet, otherwise it'll be like too moist your terrine when you get it out of the mold. So you don't want that. Be careful and kind of. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna be drying some of the zucchinis before I put them in here. Sometimes they get kind of sticky, so be careful. Okay. I gotta go all the way across. You see, this is pretty easy to do. It takes a little time to get all your vegetables done, but once they're done, putting it together is really not that complicated. You guys can just knock it off in really no time. Once you have your vegetables already prepared, which I already have here, I got them all done, ready to go. I'm trying to get the wider leaves so that I don't have to use that many all the way across. Okay. I got some golden beets, I roasted some beets too, red and then golden beets, some red peppers, some bok choy, and you can use whatever kind of vegetables you really like. So, I mean, if you don't like one of these vegetables in here, you can get a different kind or use something different. Okay, I think let's check my zucchinis here. They're almost there. Now that we have our leeks, we're gonna start filling it up the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna put some of these golden beets down there. If they're like too wide, you can break them apart so you can stuff them in there. And this is the easy part. Once you get going, it's really simple. You just put them down there. Like say, if they're too wide, you want to break them because the bottom of the terrine is like kind of round. It's not square, so you want to kind of cut them up. And they're nice and soft, so you don't need a knife. Just break them in half. Okay. Make sure you press them down really good. And a little piece down here. Okay, I'm gonna take my zucchinis out of the water. Otherwise, they'll be overcooking. You want to blanch them in some ice water right away. That way, you stop the cooking process. Especially zucchinis, they're so, tender. They can cook really fast. So I got my water, ice water here. I'm gonna leave them in there for a little bit. Now that I got a first layer, I'm gonna put some goat cheese. The goat cheese is gonna help to kind of keep the vegetables together. You can use a different kind of cheese, like cream cheese or something soft. I got my pipe a little. And make sure the cheese is kind of soft. Mine's still a little bit hard because I didn't leave it long enough. But if you leave it long enough, it's going to be nice. Next layer, I'm going to put some bok choy. This is kind of wet, so I want to kind of dry them up before I put them in there. So layer some paper towels on your cutting board. That way it's not too wet when you put them in there. Just go like this, kind of lay them flat. This is some bok choy I got. And this is nice. This is a real nice, vegetarian. And you don't have to, put cheese in there. You can maybe do like some kind of like a roasted red pepper puree or something else instead of using cheese. But you can also use a different kind of cheese. So you want to put this down, kind of spread something like this. And you're going to see the layers. It's going to look real nice once you, you cut it. You want to open it up like this. And you can keep this in the refrigerator overnight or up to 24 hours. I also want to put a little salt and pepper in here too. Just to make sure that it's got, nice taste to it. Okay. There you go. You can see this. Looks very nice. Now I'm going to put a little bit more goat cheese, not too much. And this is going to spread out once I press down with some more vegetables. Next, I'm going to put some red beets here. These are real nice. It gives it a nice color, as you can see. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know along the way. Don't hesitate to ask questions. And you want to kind of dry them up as much as you can. I know they have a lot of moisture, but just kind of tap, the moisture out, on the outside. And as you can see, this is it's going pretty quick, And you want to press them down, kind of, push them down when you're doing this. The way they kind of pack in there. Okay, look at this. It's going really fast. If you don't have a mold like this, you can use something even different, like a cake pan, something. It might be a little wider, but again, it's going to work. Something that's got a shape like this. It doesn't have to be a Terrine mold. You can use a different one. There's some little bigger pans, but you still can use them. It might be a little bigger in size, but again, it doesn't matter. You still can. You don't have to keep one of these molds to make the Terrine. Okay. You can see you push it down. Now it's got another layer of salt here. There you go. Now I got some yellow peppers here I'm going to use. And again, yes, I think we have a question. Okay, the question was, can you use pickle beets? Yes, you can. I'm using just regular raw. I got some raw baked beets. I roast them in the oven, and this is what I'm using. But you can also, boil them in water, or you can use pickle beets if you want. It's going to have a little bit different flavor, but again, you can still use them. Okay, I got my yellow peppers here. And these are kind of nice. So if they're like too big, you want to cut them kind of to the size of a Terrine. That way you don't have to look at that. Looks nice. And these are really popular in buffets, you know, maybe when you work in a country club or like a, you know, a Mother's Day brunch. They're really nice to make, and you can make them like with meat, seafood, or just plain vegetarian, so it's kind of nice. There's so many different ways that you can use them. A little red pepper here too. Okay, as you can see this, it's looking good, it's looking good. And you want to kind of keep pressing down. You want to kind of compact the vegetables really good in there. Okay. Put a little salt and pepper in between each layer. A little more cheese, so this kind of holds the vegetables together. They stick together when you're like, there you go. Maybe I can do this. Kind of spread it out a little bit, but like I said, my cheese is a little bit cold right now, but if you leave it out, it gets nice and soft, so it's like be like whipped cream. You just kind of pipe it down, it'd be much easier. Okay. Same right here. Next, but not least, I got some. I'm gonna put some zucchinis over here, and these are nice. I'm gonna dry them up really nice before I put them in there, because, like I say, you want to dry as much moisture as you can before you, because you're gonna see tomorrow morning when you get it out. There's gonna be some moisture on the terrine, anyways. But again, you want to kind of dry them as much as you can. You can see this. So you go all the way down to the end. Maybe put two, overlap them like this. Okay. Now I'm going to put some of the yellow squash slices that I got over here too. Okay. And you don't need a lot of vegetables. I mean, one zucchini or two go a long way. I got to make another one. That's why I cut some more. But again, you don't need a lot. As you can see, you know, it kind of fills up really quick. Okay. And like I said before, you can also grill them or like roast them. They're kind of nice too. When you roast them, they don't give a lot of liquid at the end, so it's going to be much drier when you do that or when you grill them, because a lot of the moisture is going to evaporate compared to, like, you know, blanched in water. So, you know, and it's really nice. It gives you a nice different flavor when you grill them or you roast them in the oven. Okay. Put one more layer here. You can press down so the cheese kind of spreads out. Okay. A couple more slices. Okay. Look at that. We're almost to the top. Okay, at the top, I'm going to put some of this red peppers I got over here. Okay. I'll dry them up nice again. Okay, this would be the top layer. A little more cheese so they don't come up. And then we're going to kind of cover them with the leeks. It's okay. This would be our top layer for the terrine. Okay, kind of push them down a little bit. Look at that. And nowadays they're becoming a little more popular. They kind of went away for a while, you know, doing terrines like this, but now they're becoming, you know, more popular. Now people are like trying to eat healthy. This is something, you know, healthy way of, you know, eating your vegetables, and you can have them different flavors and different textures and colors when you know, cut it open and you present it. I got one that I made, you know, early this morning. I'm gonna show it to you how to plate it up. Now that we have our terrine filled up to the top, we're gonna cover this back up again like this, but we're gonna make sure we cut this. Okay. Look at this. There you go. I want to cut the excess over here so it's not hanging over the sides. Use your paring knife, nice and sharp. Look at that, looks good. And this is really easy, really. It's just kind of, when I used to make this, at the restaurant, I used to make a lot for like, Mother's Day buffet. It'd be like a, relaxing. I would get all my stuff together, then I would, set up my table, and I would make a, bunch of them all at the same time. It's kind of nice, I kind of like this. You're not really stressing yourself in the kitchen. It's so hot. You can go to the prep room and, when it's nice and cool, and do this. But again, you can do it at home as well. And it's, especially now the summertime is coming. Some of you might have some vegetable gardens out there that you don't know what to do with them. This is what you do with them. It's a nice way to impress your friends. Okay, almost to the end here. Okay, look at that. Let's get in there, we get in there. Okay. All right, now that we have this done, we're gonna cover it with a plastic wrap. If you want to put like a paper towel on top, so it kind of soaks some of the moisture, you can do that. Kind of fold them up and put it on top. It's gonna, kind of soak some of the moisture, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna fold it up, And if you don't have a mold like this, you want to put something heavy on top. Maybe something with canned tomato sauce or something that's gonna kind of apply some weight, so it's gonna be nice and put together. This one has a lid on, so I don't have to do that. It's gonna press it down, bring the plastic wrap over the top and kind of push it down so it kind of forms really nice. And here you put the lid on there and it goes to the refrigerator. You can keep it in there overnight or up to 24 hours. You don't want to keep it there too long because the vegetables might start to get too mushy and they're going to kind of break down because you want to use them right away. So overnight it would be nice. And I'm going to show you because I got one that I already made up and I want to show you what it looks like when it comes out of this. So I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to show you how to plate it too. It's something that you can do really nice. We have another question over here by one of the students.
How much goat cheese do you think?
The question was, how much goat cheese do I think I need? I think I got like 5 ounces. And actually, this is, I got some more left here. So I could have used all of this, but I kind of went light. 1 5-ounce little thing would be more than enough for a terrine like this. Okay? Now I want to show you what it looks like when it's done. Like I said, I made one at home last night, and it kind of looks something like this, okay? I'm going to put the lid in here, so I'm going to flip it over to bring it out of here, okay? Okay, as you can see, it helps to have this plastic wrap. It comes right out, and this is like from the red beets I got. See how kind of the color went through, which is normal. If you don't like red beets, you can always use a different vegetable. I mean, not necessarily. You can use just a couple vegetables and layer them in between. So now that we have this here, I'm going to kind of tip it over. Because see, this is like kind of round in the bottom. It's not square. So you're going to see like a little, round on the side. Okay. And I'm going to do a little plating here for you. I'm going to cut a little piece off in a little bit. I'm going to put this to the side. See, it looks really nice. And you can put this in like a serving tray for a buffet, surrounded with some maybe some purees from like some red beet or whatever sausage you want to use. It goes great. Some fresh fruits or some crackers too. It goes really well. But today I'm gonna plate it with I got some sauces here I got. So I'm gonna put some on the plate here. I got some red beet puree. Okay. Yeah, some watercress puree too. So I want to give some color because this is the whole idea here. get some nice colors in here. Here I got some dragon fruit. Put one of these little over here. See how nice it's gonna stand out on the white plate? Okay. Got a little radish here. I'm gonna put a little caviar. You can do so many different things with this presentation dishes, and again, try it. Don't be afraid. You can do it. It's not really that complicated, as you're gonna see. Just gotta use your imagination. Oops. Okay. Something like this. I got a little baby spinach leaf that I'm gonna put like in the bottom of my radish to kind of make it look. Okay. So like this. You will see that it's really easy. Okay. I got something over here too. Make it a little. Okay. Another one. This is going to be a big plate. You can probably use this as a sharing dish, but again, it's kind of neat. So you want to kind of put your plate first, set it up, and then you're going to put the terrine piece at the end. Got a little radish crowns I made here. See? Now I'm going to cut some of this. Make sure your knife is really sharp so you don't ruin the terrine, okay? Gotta rinse it off that way. Okay. I might do like 3 slices for this one here. Okay. Now I want to show you, looks, the layers look kind of nice when you put it in here. You can see the cheese, all the vegetables layered between. You gotta be really careful with this because sometimes it kind of, that's all. Okay. Okay. I'll do one more over here. This one I'm gonna stand up like this. Okay. Maybe I'm going to stand all of them. Look, even more room in here, so there you go. Look at that. It's looking all right, huh? Put a little something here, something green. As you can see, it's so easy to do this. Let's spread the sauce a little bit. And there you go. I'm gonna a little red leaf. Use a little salad. Okay, look at that. There you go. All right, this what you can do, something simple, easy like this, and you can have a nice appetizer. If you guys don't have any more questions, I would like to wrap her up. I want to, see you back next week. I'm going to be making some seafood paella for those that love seafood. I want to make a nice seafood paella, so make sure to join me next week for a nice presentation again. Thank you and have a nice day, folks.